having a very creative day, but it's a bit of creative whiplash because I'm trying to catch up on a bunch of things that I got behind on. So I can see I've got stuff all over my hands, but that's okay. That makes for a very fun day. It's time for my Finding the Words art journal series. This is a series in which I got this tin that is full of little bits of words that have been printed out and stamped and found and die cut and stitched. I think that looks, oh no, that's stamped. Anyway, all kinds of words and sentiments and all of that, and to use that to inspire an art journal page. So I've got a couple of art journals out as usual that I may use for this, but it all starts with the sentiment, which is not usually how I start an art journal page, and that's what makes it a fun challenge. It's a new way for me to approach going into my art journal. So the way I do it is I pull 3 prompts from this tin without looking at them, and then I pick one of them from the 3. Oh, air conditioner's popping on. I'm sorry if that humming bothers you. I gotta get this done. Let's see what our sentiment's gonna be. So I am pulling out, this is a tiny one. It says harmless and wholesome as at a barn dance. Huh. Okay, that's fun. This one says create your own sunshine. That looks like something I printed up, and it's got ink and all kinds of stuff on it. And then I've got this one. It's a Raw Dog quote, who is my favorite children's author. And it says, so please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw away your TV set. No, we pray, go throw your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. I'm trying to remember what that's from. What of these is feeling... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say that this one I feel like is too tiny for the moment. So it's going to be something I printed out. Oh, which of these? Oh, I'm having trouble. Because I feel like if I use this one, I have to make it bright and sunshiny. Or in some way. And this one I feel like I have to put a bookshelf or a TV or something. I think if we're gonna go with sunshine. Okay. Alright. Alright. And now I'm going to flip through these journals and figure out which one seems to... I think this was last month. I wasn't super happy with that. And I worked a bit on this one. That may be possible. Maybe. Let's see what we've got over here. This one I don't tend to work. I'm missing a journal somewhere. Oh well, it's alright. I am also going to admit to you that I am using this art journal practice as a bit of a warm up because I have a journal page I want to work on that y'all won't see for a year. And before I create that page, I kind of was like, you know what? I need to work on something else. I'm kind of liking this, which is crazy, y'all. This journal is, what was it? Rusted Roots, maybe, art journal from Michelle Liptick on the Southern Gals Designs website, I believe, or Southern Gals Academy, something like that. And yeah, this was a really fun journal to make, and it's one of the few journals that I don't work in chronologically because it's got such crazy, every page is something a little bit, I don't know, different. And so it's, yeah. Why did I do that? That was fun. I want to do this one, I think. I don't know why, but we're gonna get started. And I decided to start with, I looked over it next to me and I had this collage soup book. Now this is I think it's Where the Curious Go or something like that. It's the Jack Ravi one. I asked for it for Christmas, y'all, and got it. And it has not been touched. I've flipped through it. Well, it's been touched. I flipped through it a couple times and have made it too precious. So I thought today's the day. I'm gonna dive into it. So you can see, flipping through it, trying to pick out what it is I want to pull out of here. And I really liked this page with like the layered collage papers on it. Now I thought I had seen that you could heat up, but that may be from Stamping Tin, heat up the spine a little bit to try to get it to tear out a little bit better. I don't think I heated it long enough. I was being antsy. So I tore that page out. And I'm tearing it down just a little bit to slip into my journal. And you can see that piece over on the right. That's some scrapbook paper that's been torn. And I think it's got some maybe coffee on it. And I really like that kind of torn edge and like spilled coffee. I just did an iCAD the other day that used several Tim Holtz-ish papers from, it's one of those collage strip packs, and all the little strips together with a little bit of coffee on it looked like old wallpaper or something, and that's how this was feeling to me as well. So I will admit to you, this page is really minimal. I'm not going to use a whole lot of things. I don't know. I'm just kind of using things I like. I wanted a creative warm up. I wanted to get in my journal and I didn't want to be overwhelmed. So I used my Uhu glue stick to stick down that bit of paper from my collage soup book. And then I grabbed this. While I was at it, trying to use precious papers, I grabbed that paper pack from Tim Holtz that I've had forever. Y'all, did you see it? It had a Hobby Lobby clearance sticker on it and it was still yellow. So that's how old it is. It was yellow and not orange. So this paper just happened to be sitting on top. I think it's one of the Tim Holtz ones. I could be wrong, but it was with that pack. So I tore it down a little bit and cut it to size for my page, and I started to stick it down. And then flipped it over and realized, oh my gosh, I really love this moody green that's actually on the back of it, because the front side, you see where I'm gluing there, is kind of matchy with that collage soup page I put in. Now, this is a bit of cardstock paper, so it is super thick, and I was having trouble getting it to go down into the crease there and bend the way that my journal bends. So I'm trying to loosen the fibers a little by bending it myself, and yeah, I did what I could. And then I finally was like, okay, that's going to be good. No, maybe I didn't. I just kept messing with it. So I came in with this is a sanding tool, and I thought, okay, let's make this feel a little more aged and worn wallpapery. So I'm going over some of the bits with this little sanding tool. It didn't really do a whole lot except leave some white spots on there. Kind of wish I had gone over them with maybe my my ink blending tool. So that would have, I don't know, maybe helped. So I'm going to look at this and think for a while. And the word sunshine, y'all, kept coming back to me. And so I'm going to look at this. I flipped it open. I kind of realized that the page in the middle, that there felt a lot more sunshiny than the page I'm working on. And I thought, if that could show through, that might be sunshine. So I thought, okay, I'm going to grab a paper punch. And this is just a circle paper punch. That one is a 1.5-inch one, so it seemed kind of big. And I had also the idea that it would be nice to have the sunshine like coming through a window. So I knew I had these 2 laser cut windows, or I knew I had at least one of them in my stash. I had laser cut them as part of I think a Seek, Gather, Create, and ended up not using them.
But I had them in my stash, went and found them so I could create a window, and then found a hole punch that worked a little bit better. This is a 1.25 inch punch, I believe. Not that it matters, it's just what worked. I thought about even just drawing a circle on there, like tracing a circle and using an X-Acto knife to cut through there. Now, there's a little pressed flower I had. I thought, ooh, that could be a fun sunshiny effect, but it felt like too much, like overkill. I was like, Hope, just concentrate on what you're doing. I did decide to ink the inside of my circle there just so that where the paper was punched wasn't so stark. Yeah, and I'm gonna move this little window around for a while, and there's and basically, y'all, that's gonna be my layout. I kept alternating between the two windows. This one with the thinner panes in the center felt more window-like to me than the other one with the thicker panes. I don't know. And then I grabbed some black craft paint, and I'm going to real quick paint my window frame just with that black craft paint. There was, yeah, some old black craft paint on there too, just acrylic paint. So I'm going to paint this window black because I felt like it would make it stand out more. And yeah, I just needed something kind of stark on there. And that kind of goes with my sentiment is printed in black. So, just black ink. So that kind of helped bring the black together a little bit in there. And we'll bring some more black in a little bit. So I put my window paint aside to dry and searched all over my craft room for different sizes of circles that I could have my sunshine radiating out. Now I also put paper between to cover up my paper that's in there, the sunshiny paper that I've got in there. So y'all, there's not a bazillion, there's quite a few different things. This is what the icing came in for some Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. So that was the icing container. So basically I rated like some of my trash and recycling and stuff like that. This is a small Sprite can that was in my tin stash of things to be cut down. And you can see I'm using craft acrylic gold paint and stamping that paint on. Here's the top of a gelato container. My mom eats a ton of this gelato and she's always giving me the containers, so that was a good one. I've got this is a takeout container lid, like from probably some wonton soup or something. And yeah, I bet it was either wonton soup, or actually that might have been either rice or pad thai from the Thai place. And then I've got, now this one took because I wanted a big one, but it needed it to fit on the page, but it's the tin lid from a tin that I'm gonna eventually cut down, but the rim of it was the perfect size to go on here. So as you can see, just stamped that ink, got this radiating sunshine. I am creating my own sunshine here is all I am doing. Now I decided to go back in with maybe offsetting some of the circles so it wasn't so, so much of a pattern. I wanted some of these to be a little bit, fill in some of the gaps and move around and not facing all the same direction. It's my sunshine. I'm creating it. I can do whatever I want. So, yeah. So I'm doing that with all of my little circles, little and big circles going around them. Yeah. And it was a mess. None of this was exact. Some of the, you can see like that one is definitely thicker than this one is, but hey, go raid your recycling and trash pile and see what you can come up with if you want to make some circles. So once I had that all stamped, I dried it real quick. Some of that paint was thicker than others. Oh, and I want y'all to notice the I've got a picture at the end, but the page on the left is one I did last year when I was doing Patreon, and it has like moon phases on it. So I think it worked out beautifully. On the left side, I've got the moon, and on the right side, I've got the sun, and I am so tickled with that. Like, I don't know if something subconscious in me thought, okay, moon and sun, and this will work. And I'm just absolutely tickled with it. So you'll get to see it here in a second. And then I've got a picture at the end if y'all want to see it. So I decided, since that was just a copy paper printout, I wanted to bulk it up and give it some stability and a little more presence for my page. Since this is my sentiment. So I'm cutting around it a little bit, and then decided to back it with some gold paper. I went looking for some gold scrapbook paper that I'm fairly sure I have. And of course I couldn't find it. Could not find it. So I thought, you know what? I've got this paper I was stamping on. Let's just put some more gold paint on it and use what's in front of me. Use the things you have, Hope, because otherwise this is just going to end up as like blotting paper is what I call it. The stuff that I stick behind the pages in my journal and blot off on. So I painted that gold on there, and I'm going to use, again, my Oohoo glue stick to, well, first I'm going to cut it down to make it a little more manageable. Use my Oohoo glue stick to stick my found word sentiment down on that gold, and I'm going to trim around it as well because I want to then stick it on some black cardstock. So yeah, I wanted, like I said, I wanted this framed up. I wanted to give it some kind of presence. So, and I'm looking at it because y'all, I can't stick things down straight. I can't cut straight. It's my art. That's how things turn out. And I did ink that up with more of the walnut stain distress ink. And I had this piece of black, I don't know, construction paper cardstock off on the side, and it's just covered with too much stuff. So I went and grabbed another piece for my stash, and I'm going to stick it along the edge right there. And I think it's crooked, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to cut this down and frame it up, and then I think I'm going to just start sticking everything down. So yeah, there I'm straightening things up because it was a bit wonky. I think, did I ink that too? I'm not sure. No, I don't think I did. And then I think to stick down my window and stick down my sentiment, I'm going to use my, I now have Fabri-Tac. My Beacon 3-in-1 got too solid, and I had to get rid of it. So now I'm back to Fabri-Tac because that's what I could find. I think that's what I'm finally, yep, there's the Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to stick my window down. And y'all, like I said, this was super simple. You can see I just used a little paint, a hole punch, some glue and scrapbook papers. Simple. And it's a good reminder that you don't have to use all of your supplies to create something beautiful. It can be just a few simple things. If that's what you're feeling, if that's what you need for that day, go for it. Now, I wanted to go ahead and stick these pages together because I don't want to, I could have gone further and done something on this page as well, but those papers are so thin. That's actually some deli paper, printed deli paper that I picked up. I don't even know, somewhere that I thought was cool, and it's too thin to really work on. I would have to cover it up completely and stabilize it. So here it is, stabilized, stuck together, but it's still visible through my little window. All right, I use my Oohoo to stick my sentiment down, and that is it. A super simple, I like that the light shows through to that, but it'll probably change. Anyway, that is this page for July. I am keeping it super simple. As I said, I've been doing all the things. I've got lots of catching up to do from some other stuff, but I hope you enjoyed this, and remember to create your own sunshine, get in your journal, do something quick and easy if you need to, and have fun with it. I will see y'all later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.